Hello, my name is Carla Raming, and I am going to do my speech on why parents should not spoil their children. To spare the rod is to spoil the child is a common phrase that some people embrace while others cringe because we love our children. But when do we draw the line? I brought these two examples of gum. I know it's simple, but I did. They're both pretty much the same. They have the same effect. One is only minty, one is fruity. But the difference between is one is empty, one has gum inside. And I compared this empty one to spoiled children because it's never enough. Because even though you're getting, but because you're always wanting, it's never enough. So you're always empty. But if you wait on things, if you work for things, if you have patience with things, if you start to see like different ways, even as a child, that I will get the things that I need and some of the things that I want, I'll always be full. And when I'm full, it says it's better to give than to receive. You're going to still be receiving because I'm a firm believer that whatever you give out comes back to you. So that's why I gave this example. Now, when you think about spoiling your child, there's some things about it. You know, it creates narcissistic behavior, poor relationship skills, irresponsibility. I mean, and you think to yourself, like, how can it create those things? Well, poor relationship skills is big. Why is that big? Because think about it. How can you be on a team at your job if you have poor relationship skills? You have to learn how to work with people, all kinds of people, every race, gender, whatever it is, because that's your job. And if you're not able to do this, how are you going to survive? How are you going to pay everything? And usually spoiled children are this way. They have very poor relationship skills because it's all based on, I don't need it. I can always get it from my parents. I can always do this. And you see how that trickled along into adulthood because the parent was always giving. And then when either the parent got old, died, stopped doing, what happened? It created this void again, and they're empty again. And guess what? They're not able to survive, and that's what the job says. And psychologists say that most spoiled children become, drug addicts, addicted to alcohol, food compulsion. They have all kinds of things because they're always trying to substitute what they want. I gotta have. And that's very scary. And then the narcissistic behavior, which means it's all about me. I don't care what you say, it's about me. I don't care if you can afford it, mom. I don't care if I don't need it, mom. I don't care what. And I'm saying mom because I'm a mom, but you know what I mean, mom or dad. It still means the same thing. It's about me. And this behavior, like I said, from childhood on up, when you become an adult, guess what? When it's not about you, what are you going to do? You're going to walk out. You're going to always be angry. You're not going to have a lot of friends because who's going to want to be around that all the time? That gets old. It's going to wear out. So you're ruining the good things in life that you could have had. And lastly, the irresponsibility. You're thinking like, how could a spoiling my child create irresponsibility? Well, think about it. They're used to getting. They're used to getting no matter what it takes. They don't know what you did to get those things. They have no idea. They just know I get them. And in life, in adulthood, they figure this is what I do. So when it's time to pay bills, such as rent, car payments, stuff like that, you've always bailed them out. And sometimes you've done it forever, you'll continue to do it. Sometimes it's out of necessity, sometimes it's habit, sometimes it's guilt. It's different reasons, but you can't. And when I was polling different people regarding this, I polled different people that were from a student to a mother, to a psychologist. They all had different views as far as what they thought about when it came to this. But most of them agreed that it is all about balance, that it is a balance thing, and that you have to take your time with it. And no, you're not going to get everything right, because we're human and we're definitely going to make mistakes. But it was interesting to hear that, how they described it as that. When you think about it, when you think about the word spoil, just like Webster's Dictionary says, it's something that's ruined, something that's discarded. You think about that, you're like, I don't look at it as that. That's my child, but it is, because they're ruined. Because people want to discard them. People want to throw them away, throw the relationship away, because after a while, especially when they become adults, you just can't deal with them. And no one wants to be like that. No one wants to live like that. We shouldn't have to do that. So the bottom line is, we can all fall in the snare to spoil our children. But the best thing to do is not beat yourself up, but to learn the pattern, get a schedule, and stand by your word. Your kids will thank you one day, because they will understand you gave them the best thing, which is balance, time, and love. I thank you so much. Have a great day.